Hey there, nature detectives. My name is Ranger Ben, and I'm coming to you today from the John Heinz National Wildlife Refuge at Tinicum. Now, here at the refuge, our job is to protect land for both animals and people. And your mission today, should you choose to accept it, is to investigate the habitat near you. So, what's habitat? A habitat is a place where plants and animals can get the things they need to survive. Food, water, air, shelter, and space. We study the habitats here at the refuge, but we want to know more about the habitats where you are, because many of our animals, like birds and insects, travel all over the place. Unfortunately, we only have a handful of rangers here, so to investigate those habitats, we need your help. Now, I consider myself to be a naturalist. And what's a naturalist? Well, a naturalist is a person who studies nature, like our goose friends over there. Our job as a naturalist is to make observations, ask a lot of questions, and make sure that we document or record our results, and that we share those results with everyone. Let's get started. Please take a minute to go get a pencil and something to write on. You can use a sheet of paper or your nature journal if you have it. If you have a nature journal, please put your name on the front, just like mine. Then, you can open up to a clean page and we'll get started. A naturalist always takes good, detailed notes. This starts with a title. At the top of your page, write Mission 1, My Neighborhood Habitat Study. Below that, write the date. I'm recording this on September 30th. When you're done with the date, write the location. My location is at John Heinz National Wildlife Refuge, or John Heinz for short. After that, write the weather. Write 2 words to describe it. Where I am, for example, it's warm and sunny.
Please pause the video now to set up your notes.
Now that you're all set up, it's time to organize your data. Make one section for plants and another section for animals. This is where you'll be taking all of your detailed notes on the plants and animals you observe. Your mission is to observe at least 3 plants and at least 3 animals today and record all the details that you can. Remember, bugs count as animals. Now, when I go to record details about my findings, I try to remember this word, WIN, W-I-N. That stands for words, illustrations, and numbers. Words might be details and descriptions of some of the things you see. For example, is your subject leafy, rough, quick, dark green, maybe tiny? Illustrations are a fancy word for drawing. So draw what you see. And of course, numbers. We want to guess maybe how big something is, how many inches tall it is, how far you had to hike, like half a mile, or maybe how many animals you saw, like 12 flying geese. Remember this as you record. But what if you don't know the name of something that you're recording? That's all right. Even I don't know the name of everything we come across. What's important is that you record details. What color the thing is, how big it is, what it's doing when you see it, and maybe what you think it might be. That way, you can do some research and look up what plant or animal it is after you're done. Here is an example of a winning journal entry. I found this leaf on the ground and I want to record it. First, I create a box for this recording. Then, I start with an illustration or a drawing of the leaf. I only get the general shape of it. The idea is not to do a perfect illustration, but just to give a sense for what it looks like so you can look it up later and remember it. Once I'm finished with the general shape, I drew a couple of leaf veins, and it's time for words. Here I label it as leaf. And then I want to record the colors of the leaf so I can remember. It's brown, red, and yellow. Finally, I need a number. I'm going to approximate or guess the length of the leaf. I think it's about 4 inches, so that's what I'm going to write. And now I've made a simple winning entry. Naturalists sometimes use specialized tools to make their observations. If you have a hand lens, stick around for a quick demonstration. If not, you're ready to get going. Remember, your mission is to find at least 3 plants and at least 3 animals and record your observations. Now get out there and get observing. I'll see you when you get back. Take a look at how I use my magnifying glass. I start by holding the glass up to the plant that I'm looking at and slowly pull it back towards my face. Here you can see that the object becomes bigger and more clear the closer it gets to your face. And when you draw it back, then it gets smaller again. Give it a try.
Now it's time to go out and explore.
Welcome back, nature detectives. Great job. So, what'd you find? Were you able to identify everything? It's okay if you weren't. Even I don't know the name of everything that's out here. What's important is that we write down and record every single thing we found, whether we have a name for it or not. Then later on, you can go ahead and do some research and figure out what it was that you couldn't identify. You can even feel free to shoot me an email with some good descriptions or a good photo, and maybe I can identify it. Remember also that if you're working in a group, please feel free to share the lists that you each made, and that way you can combine it with the other nature detectives to get a better picture of your habitat. Thank you so much for your hard work today, nature detectives. Remember, great naturalists always share the results of their discoveries with others, so please, as soon as you can, email us all of the results of your investigations so that we can learn about what plants and animals live near you. Understanding this will help us to improve all of our habitat. Now, this investigation is the first of 3 that you'll be doing with us as nature detectives. Next time, we're going to be investigating all the bugs and insects that live in your area. Until then, this is Ranger Ben signing off.